Hello and welcome everyone. So in this video we would like to solve one of the leverage analysis question, that is illustration number 31. Okay, so here is the question. The selected financial data for A, B and C companies for the year ended March 2016 are as follows. Here variable expenses as a percentage of sales given 66.67, for B 75, for C 50. Interest given 200, 300 and 1000. Degree of operating leverage given 5:1, 6:1 and 2:1. Financial leverage given 3:1, 4:1, 2:1. Then income tax rate given 50%, 50%, 50%. Then prepare income statement for A, B and C. Income statement for A, B and C, and this is the question. Here variable expenses given as a percentage of sales, interest given, degree of operating leverage ratio given 5:1, 6:1, 2:1, degree of financial leverage ratio given 3:1, 4:1 and 2:1, income tax rate given 50%, 50%, 50%. Then prepare income statement for A, B and C. So very important question and very easy also. So let's solve this question. So as you know that financial leverage formula is EBIT upon PBT. EBIT means earning before interest and tax, and here PBT means profit before tax. Okay, so if we subtract profit before tax from EBIT, then we get interest portion. If we subtract profit before tax from EBIT, then we got interest, value of interest. And similarly, the formula of operating leverage is contribution divided by EBIT, and if we subtract EBIT this with this, if we subtract EBIT from contribution, then we can find out fixed cost. So in this way we can draw sales and profit for all the three firms, that is A, B and C. Only two formula is sufficient, that is financial leverage and operating leverage. Financial leverage formula is EBIT divided by profit before tax, and operating leverage formula is contribution divided by EBIT. And if we subtract EBIT from contribution, we get fixed cost, and if we subtract profit before tax from EBIT, then we get interest. So let's solve. Now we have to prepare statement of profit and loss account. Statement of profit and loss. Here see, financial leverage ratio given in question, that is 3:1, 4:1, 2:1 given in question. You can see financial leverage ratio given 3:1, 4:1 and 2:1. Given. Okay, or we can say EBIT divided by interest, means if EBIT is 3, then profit before tax is 1, and if we subtract profit before tax from EBIT, then we get interest portion, as we discussed here, that if we subtract profit before tax from EBIT, we can find out interest portion. In this way, we can find out that from 1 minus 1 must be subtracted 3 into find out interest portion. So then we can write that EBIT divided by interest also means 3:2, 4 minus 1, that is 4:3. EBIT, this is interest, EBIT, this is interest, and similarly 2:1, if 1 subtract from 2, we get 1 interest portion, EBIT 1 and EBIT 2 and interest which 1, 3:2, 4:3 and 2:1. Similarly, interest given in question, 200, 300 and 1000 given. So here interest 200, 300 and 1000, and now we have to find out EBIT. The formula of EBIT is here interest, value of interest into ratio of EBIT and divided by ratio of interest. This value of EBIT, that is 200, value of interest, that is 200, 300 and 1000. Here for A, 200 interest into 3 EBIT divided by 2 interest, EBIT 300 for A. Likewise for B, interest 300, EBIT 4 divided by interest 3, that is 400. Similarly for C, interest 1000, EBIT 2, interest 1, we get 2000 EBIT. Similarly, what is the formula of operating leverage? Operating leverage formula is contribution divided by EBIT, and here operating leverage ratio given in question 5:1, 6:1, 2:1. So here operating leverage 5:1, 6:1, 2:1, or we can say fixed cost divided by EBIT, because this is our contribution and this is our EBIT. If we subtract EBIT from contribution, then we get fixed cost. Okay, so if we subtract 1 from 5, that is 4. 4 is the fixed cost and 1 is your EBIT. Likewise for B, 5:1, for C 1:1, that is 4 is the fixed cost and 1 is the EBIT. For B, 5 is the fixed cost and 1 is the EBIT, and for C 1 is the fixed cost and 1 is EBIT. Clear? Now in question, variable expenses to sales percentage given 66.67, 75 and 50. Here in question given variable expenses as a percentage of sales given 66.67 for 1, 75 for B and 50 for C. Likewise we can write here variable expenses to sales percentage given 66.67 given in question. Okay, so if variable expenses to sales is 66.67%, 75, 50%, then contribution to sales will be, as we know, the formula of contribution to sales is sales minus variable cost. Okay, so here percentage of variable expenses given, that is 66.67, 75%, 50%. If sales is 100, and variable expenses is 66.67%, and then contribution will be 33.33%. Likewise for B, if sale is 100 and variable expenses is 75, then contribution will be 25. Similarly for C, if variable expenses is 50 and sales is 100, then contribution will be 50. Clear? So next, now we have to find out fixed cost, the value of fixed cost. The formula to calculate here, value of EBIT into ratio of fixed expenses and ratio of EBIT. Fixed cost, how to find out fixed cost? Here EBIT, value of EBIT into ratio of fixed expenses upon ratio of EBIT. So here we already obtained the value of EBIT. For A 300, for B 400, and for C 2000. So we can write here 300, 400 and 2000 into a ratio of fixed expenses. Here we obtain the ratio of fixed expenses, that is, you can say here 4:1, 5:1 and 1:1. 4:1, 5:1, 1:1. Similarly we can write here 300 into 4/1, 400 into 5/1, 2000 into 1/1. That is, we find out 1200, 2000 and 2000 fixed cost for A, B and C. Now as we know, contribution, how to find out contribution? As we know, the formula of contribution is sales minus variable cost and also fixed cost plus EBIT. Here in this question we now obtain fixed cost 1200, 2000 and 2000 plus EBIT already obtained, that is 300, 400 and 2000. This is EBIT for A, B and C. A, B, C, EBIT 300, 400 and 2000. Similarly here contribution, fixed cost plus EBIT, 1200 fixed cost, 300 EBIT. Likewise for B, 2000 fixed cost plus 400 EBIT. For C, 2000 fixed cost plus 2000 EBIT. Clear? Now we have to find out sales. As we know, if contribution value obtained 1500, 2400 and 4000, then sales will be, and here we know that contribution to sales, we obtain contribution to sales 33.33%, 25% and 50%. If contribution to sales is 33.33%, then if 33.33% is the contribution to sales, then sales is 100%. If sales is 100%, then contribution to sales is 33.33%. Similarly, we obtain the value of contribution, that is 1500, 2400 and 4000. Likewise, how to obtain sales? To obtain sales, we have to calculate contribution into 100 divided by contribution, percentage of contribution to sales. Here contribution given 1500 into 100 divided by 33.33% for A. Similarly for B, 2400 contribution into 100 divided by 25, and for C 4000 into 100 divided by 50. And in this way we get that 4500 for A, 9600 for B, and 8000 for C. Very easy question. If contribution is 1500, that is 33.33%, then 100% is 4500. Similarly, if contribution for B is 2400, that is 25%, then 100% will be 9600. Similarly, for C, if contribution is 4000, that is 50%, then 100% will be 8000. So we obtain sales for A, B, and C. A 4500, B 9600, and for C 8000. Now we can easily find out income statement. Now we can easily find out the value of profit, operating leverage, combined leverage, and financial leverage. So first, now we obtain sales value, that is 4500, 9600, and 8000 from statement of profit and loss. We obtain that value of sales 4500, 9600, 8000. Now we can here sales 4500, 9600, 8000, and variable cost given in question. That variable cost given in question 66.67% for A, 75% for B, and 50% for C. Similarly, we can write here variable cost, variable sales figure given 4500, 9600, 8000, and variable cost will be 4500 into 66.67%. Variable cost given, percentage given in question, so we can easily find out 4500 into 66.67%, and for B 9600 into 75%, that is 7200, and for C 8000 into 50%, that is 4000. Now we can easily find out contribution. 4500 sales, variable cost 3000, then 4500 minus 3000, that is contribution. 1500 for A, 2400 for B, and 4000 for C. This minus this is equal to this, this minus this is equal to this, this minus this is equal to this. So now we obtain fixed cost. Here we obtain fixed cost. Fixed cost for A, B, and C. A 1200, B 2000, and C 2000. Here obtain fixed cost. Now fixed cost obtain 1200, 2000, and 2000. EBIT is contribution minus fixed cost. Contribution minus fixed cost is equal to EBIT. So EBIT 1500 minus 1200, that is 300 for A, 400 for B, and 2000 for C. Now interest given in question 200, 300, and 1000 already given in question. That interest 200, 300, and 1000. So interest 200, 300, and 1000. Profit before tax, if we subtract interest from EBIT minus interest. EBIT minus interest. If we subtract interest from EBIT, we get profit before tax, that is 100 for A, 100 for B, and 1000 for C. Now in question given that tax at 50% means 50% from A, that is 100 for 100, and for B 100, and for C 1000. 50% of 100, 50% of 100, and 50% of 1000, that is 50, 50 and 500. Now profit after tax. Profit, how to obtain profit after tax, that is PAT, you can say PAT. If we subtract tax from profit before tax, we obtain PBT. PBT minus tax, that is profit after tax. Okay, 50, 50 and 500. And now we can easily calculate operating leverage. What is the formula of operating leverage? As we know, the formula of operating leverage is contribution divided by EBIT. Contribution divided by EBIT. So here the value of contribution obtained, that is 1500, and value of EBIT obtained, that is 300. Contribution 1500 and EBIT 300. 1500 divided by 300 is equal to 5. Similarly, for B, contribution 2400 and EBIT 400, and if we divide 2400 divided by 400, we obtain 6. That is operating leverage. Similarly, for C, contribution 4000, okay, and EBIT 2000. If we divide 4000 divided by 2, we obtain 2 as operating leverage. So now financial leverage. What is the formula of financial leverage? Financial leverage formula is EBIT divided by profit before tax. The value of EBIT divided by value of profit before tax. So value of EBIT here, value of EBIT for A 300, for B 400, and for C 2000, and value of profit before tax given 100 and 100 and 1000. So if we divide EBIT from profit before tax, that is 300 divided by 100, that is 3. Similarly, for B, EBIT 400, profit before tax 100. If we divide 400 divided by 100, we obtain 4. Similarly, if EBIT for C 2000, profit before tax 1000. If we divide 2000 divided by 1000, then we obtain 2. So now in this way we find out financial leverage of A, B and C. 3, 4, 2. Now combined leverage. Combined leverage formula is multiplication of financial leverage and operating leverage. So we obtain here operating leverage 5, 6 and 2. 5, 6 and 2 operating leverage, and 3, 4, 2 is the financial leverage. So now combined leverage will be 5 into 3, 6 into 4 and 2 into 2. 5 into 3, 15 combined leverage for A. 6 into 4, that is 24,000 for V combined leverage, and for C combined leverage is 4. This is it. I have solved illustration number 31. Very easy. You just need to practice it as many times as possible in order to excellent in this. Very good question, but you just need to remember all the formula and practice as many times as possible. Thank you so much.